Beats by Dallas, make it hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody in the house? Welcome one more time to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen and heard live everywhere on Facebook, on YouTube, on the Sports Empire YouTube page, as well as the Big Time Show YouTube page, on my Facebook page, and on the Big Time Show Facebook page, as well as Podbean. We are here on today is on Twitch and on Twitter. I ask that you guys would share, if you don't mind. You share real quick, if you don't mind. And also, I ask you to do a favor for me. I don't know who on here yet. I know some people on here. I just ain't looked yet to say hello. But will you do me a favor? Won't cost you anything. All you have to do is go to the like, wherever you're watching from, love the like, and let's get the likes up, the hearts, or whatever the case may be. Let's get those up. If you'd like a comment or something like that, you can do that as well. So what's going on today? Today we are going to be pretty much going through a lot of just freestyle talk. Really, I'm going to let you guys have it today. I do that sometimes, let you guys have it and let you kind of dictate the show. Pretty much. Y'all forgive me, but I'm trying to share it out as well. Listen, if you want to contribute, to the podcast on Facebook, if you're watching my Facebook, you'll notice that the stars are there. If you're watching on the Big Time Show YouTube page, the super chat is there. If you feel that way, that you want to contribute that way, I would appreciate it. If not, I just appreciate your ear, and we'll get to go ahead and talk about what you think is important as we go into training camp. And I want to take it just from a position group wise. What do you think we ought to be looking for as we pretty much we've kind of done this before. We've done this before, and I already know some of the things that are pressing, but as another week has went by, there may be more pressing issues than last week. So I'll let you guys kind of dictate the show real quick. Let me see who's on here. Some people haven't spoken, but I see Greg and I see Coach Marv here. What's going on? Someone's listening on Podbean. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. It's UGISSHA, whatever that is. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for popping in on me. and hope that we'll have a little fun. Oh yeah, he say, Coach Price said, "What narrative do we want to stop today?" Uh, Coach, did I pick up from where I left off with Boss? Hey, I appreciate all you guys that joined in and with me and Boss Cowboy on Thursday night. We had a great show. There were, at the time that I looked, at the end of the show, there were over 870 some odd people that were watching the show between me and Boss Cowboy. A lot of them obviously are Boss Cowboys people. Some of them just met me for the first time. Some people already know who I was. But we had a real good time. Very interactive show. Me and Boss just, we had no script. It was just smooth, just easy to talk to because we, that's not our first time talking. You know what I'm saying? So we usually do pretty well on that part. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Hey, let me speak to Coach. Coach just got in. Coach Dante, I see you. Terry, what's up? Shane, I see you, brother. What's going on? And for all those that have not spoken yet, hey, y'all, let's get some manners in. You gonna come to somebody's house? Come on, speak. I'm sorry. That's just how I was raised. I'm a little older, so I don't. Appreciate all you guys popping in. Let's go with Coach. I'm gonna come back to your thing. Let's kill it. Let's go with Shane. Let's go with Shane for now. Then I'll come back. Coach, I just see you just put something up. So we'll go with yours next. Shane, who has been a constant messenger for this, and it is a great narrative to talk about, but it is to me an unknown. And whatever you guys, hey Jordan, what's up? I see you. Let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about this. Shane says the first priority is a field goal kicker, and then we have to look at the running back positions. I'm not going to agree with you on first priority, Shane. I believe it is a priority, but I don't believe it's a first priority that we get a kicker. As I've said in previous shows, what we don't know, because we don't have access to the practice, so we don't know and we don't see what's been going on, at least starting off for the mini camps. I'm quite sure somebody was there kicking, and I'm not so sure if it was just regulated to rookies. I just don't know. It's just hard for me to believe that the first thing about a kicker would be when we open up training camp. I don't think that's the case. I think that there's people that have been kicking there and we just haven't heard nothing. We don't know who those people are. We don't know nothing. But I guarantee you, between all these insiders that are there, if there was a problem, we would have heard about it by now. So I'm going to, and this is just me, I'm going to assume that, it's really not crunch time yet when we talk about kicker. But it's, as of right now, notice I said as of right now, it's not panicking time as well. So we got to be real careful about what we're doing. I can't even name you the kicker, man. Forgive me for not knowing my stuff. Maybe somebody else knows who we had. I'm quite sure if we pull up a depth chart like I did on the other show, we might have a name there for kicking, but I don't think that it's a first priority. It's a priority though. You gotta have a kicker in order to win. Ain't no question about that. But I don't think that it's a first priority. I believe that if you were to do the priority, I'm not saying it's first priority, but I believe that latter part of what you said is more important than the field goal. That's what me and Boss kind of talked about on Thursday. Coach Price, Coach Marv, I'm sorry. Y'all, we know him as Coach Marv. Coach Marv joined in on the conversation. We were talking about the running back position. And Coach Marv, of course, if you were on the show, you saw how he called a play out. The boss had pulled it up. And, hey, what's up, NBA Cypher? And we watched over the play, and we saw exactly what Coach Marv was talking about in the person of Malik Davis and how horrible he was on pass protection. The narrative was the other day was that he didn't get to play at all. Coach Marv pulled it out. He said, yes, he did play. We pulled it out. He played in the game. He just didn't have an effective part. Wasn't effective at all. But let me stop you there. No one was effective running the ball against San Francisco. And some of us knew it already, but Coach Marv really highlighted that on the show by saying that the running backs in the second half of the game against San Francisco only ran the ball 4 times in the entire second half. Now, if I would have told you that, you would have thought the Cowboys were down by 30 points. If I remember right, we lost 19-10. It was a close ball game. We only ran the ball 4 times in the entire second half. That is totally ridiculous, which leads to the narrative now that Coach Marv just put up here. Let's talk about this, and it's slightly tricky. Okay, I want to say this right here. It's slightly tricky. It really is, because here are the facts. Here are the facts. Kellen Moore's offenses have been pretty much for the last 3 to 4 years, other than the hey Maurice, what's up? Other than the year when Dak got hurt. Other than that year there, the Cowboys offenses have been ranked in the top 3 all those years while he was there. A couple times, of course, we were number 1. And the offensive coordinator was Kellen Moore. But it's bigger than stats. The stats are what I call fool's gold. It's fool's gold. There were more, it was something beyond the stats that we could see that was not, if you're just looking at the stats, most people will say, okay, Kellen is obviously a good coordinator because the stats prove it. That's what the stats say. But in the case of the Dallas Cowboys, and a lot of people don't want to say this, but I'll say at least for me. May not be for you, but it's for me. The eye test tells you a lot. Okay. When I was watching the games of the Cowboys, I call it situational football, which is part of the eye test. And we always scratched our head and wondered why in the world did he call that play? When it's obvious he should have called this play. Why did he call a bubble screen when he could have ran the ball? Simple. It's 3rd and 1. What's up, Joe? Thank you. Appreciate you. It's 3rd and 1. Why are we in the shotgun? I know you want to spread them out, but if you're in the shotgun, at least run the ball from 3rd and 1. Why you got to pass it? These are the things that we worried about with Kellen Moore. This is what most of us said, and I definitely was one of them. He got to get out of here. He's too finesse. He doesn't have the dog in him because he never played as a dog. When he was in college, they were shotgunned to death at Boise State. His only offensive coordinator he ever really knew was Scott Linehan. That's finesse. That nobody believed in running the ball. They ain't run the ball at Boise State. When he was quarterback, set all them records at Boise State. When he came to the Cowboys, Romo was throwing it everywhere. We really didn't have a running game until, a consistent one until DeMarco Murray had that one great year. Other than that, even when we had Marion Barber and all those guys, we weren't really a physical. Marion Barber was physical. We really weren't a physical running team as a whole. It was the Romo show. That's what Scott Linehan. He put the ball in his hand. Romo threw the ball 50 times a game. This is what he came from. This is all he knew. Period. So him run, he's almost like he was allergic to running the football. And there are some, just by what Coach Marv just said in this, the same people, and I'm talking about the big sportscasters, the big sportscasters, who sounded like us. They were saying play calling is a problem. Now those same folks now are saying they're gonna miss Kellen Moore. And I'm trying to figure out, man, y'all really hate the Cowboys a whole lot, because y'all sure do. We did what you said. We did what you said. Kellen Moore gone. Kellen Moore's gone. Mike McCarthy kind of booted him out. Now all of a sudden, well, you throwing out the number one offense, and he's a really good coach. They weren't saying that when we was struggling. Like, why are we running the ball? Like, we run the ball down people's throat. Then all of a sudden, we stopped and forgot, caught amnesia. Then we started throwing the ball everywhere. And it's amazing to me how the narrative kept changing just because we let them go. Now, here's the funny part here's the funny part. Here's the real funny part about it. And some Cowboy fans later on this year are going to point to what I just said. I believe now, watch me, watch what I say this. I believe that Kellen Moore is going to do well with the Los Angeles Chargers. I believe that. When you look at what they got over there, Austin Eckler as the running back, Herbert as the quarterback, Keenan Allen is still there, Williams is still there. I mean, they are loaded with super talent, Pro Bowl talent, borderline all-pro talent. They got some all-pros on the line. They are loaded. They are loaded. And I believe Kellen Moore is going to do well. He is going to do well, at least I think. Probably overall, I ain't saying just this year. I'm just saying he's going to do better with Herbert than he will with Dak. I believe that Herbert is going to be a Pro Bowl quarterback. And yes, I believe that Herbert is going to be in the MVP conversation. I ain't say he was going to be MVP, y'all. Let's not get ridiculous. I just said he's going to be a why. Because Justin Herbert fit the style that Kellen Moore wants to play. Then somebody going to tell me, I already know what you're saying. Well, then wait a minute. What you think about Dak with Kellen Moore? I think that I believe that Kellen was restricted in some areas when it came to the quarterback position. Not saying Dak couldn't throw here, couldn't throw there, because he can. It's just that this guy loves a real pocket quarterback. That's what Justin Herbert is. Dak is really not. He's a developed, more developed. He's gotten better every year. No doubt about that. He's gotten better every single year. But Herbert comes in looking like a real John Elway type pocket quarterback, where you could just line him up in shotgun, throw it 60 times a game, and you actually will want him to throw the ball like that. Austin Eckler is the one that's going to suffer with Kellen Moore. Yeah, he is going to suffer more because Kellen Moore don't believe in running the ball. Austin Eckler runs the ball. You understand what I'm saying? It's really not. It's just that the talent level opens his playbook up more, or at least what he perceives it to be. Dak is not a guy you want to line up in the shotgun and throw. Say, hey, we're gonna put the ball in your hand. You're gonna throw it 50 times a game, and we're gonna ride you out. That's not what you want for Dak. You want that for Justin Herbert. You really do. I think he's gonna shine there. And because I believe he's gonna shine, watch this. Watch this. There are gonna be some Cowboy fans that are gonna say, well, you see what he did when he got a real quarterback. He got a real quarterback, and look what he doing over there. And y'all gonna be so far off. You don't want Lamar Jackson throwing 50 times. Hello. You want Patrick Mahomes throwing it 50 times. You do. You'll take that. You do. You don't want Russell Wilson throwing the ball 50, 60 times a game. I'm naming pretty good quarterbacks here. And at this point, I don't want Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball 40, 50 times, just in case somebody think I'm trying to separate. I don't want Aaron Rodgers throwing 40, 50 times a game. I don't want that. But what's going to kill Kellen Moore? Watch what I tell you. Because it's camouflage in these number one offenses. There's going to be some points in the game, just like it was for years with the Cowboys, that he's going to make the wrong play calls at the wrong time, like he always did with us. There's going to be some points where he's going to get too cute. He's going to be so cute with it, instead of running straight up the middle or running a little dive or a little power outside, he's going to run a double reverse. This is what Kellen Moore does. It's going to be first and goal from the 2-yard line. He's going to throw 3 straight times instead of running the ball. This is what Kellen Moore does. You know, since y'all acting like y'all don't know what I'm talking about, because we suffered with this for years. This is what he's going to do. It took Kellen Moore 3 years to finally figure out how to play Tony Pollard. Ridiculous. It took him just last year to figure out, oh, we're inside the 5-yard line. Let's run the ball with Ezekiel Elliott instead of trying to pad up Dak's stats. Let's try to run the ball. I guess you think that means Ezekiel Elliott got 12 touchdowns last year. Most of them came from inside the 10-yard line. It's just simple stuff that Kellen Moore is allergic to. So no, to go back to what Coach said right here. See, right now everybody gonna say, because you're going to start comparing Coach McCarthy to Kellen. And you're going to say, well, I don't want, because you know Cowboy fans never satisfied. So y'all going to be saying like, oh my goodness. Well, with Dak, you know, and Kellen, at least they was putting up 30. With Coach McCarthy, they ain't putting up about 25. Look, you're going to say, we're going to need more explosive. At least with Kellen, it was more explosive. Y'all the same folks now. Like all y'all said, we don't run no routes other than comeback routes. But you want to talk about explosion. See what I'm saying? Cowboy fans never satisfied. They always going to nitpick, prod. With Kellen Moore, man, look, Dak was putting up 320 and he had 30, averaging 30 points almost. They were the number one in the league. Now look, now they number 7. Let me tell y'all something. Cause I can already see it coming. I can feel it. I just know how Cowboy fans are. I just know how they are. Let me tell you something. If we are 7th or 8th in the league or even 10th, if I got a top 5 defense in the league, I'll take number 7 in offense. I'll take it quick. If I got a top, like I done told y'all, I ain't getting off that. I done told y'all. I'm telling you right now, if this defense is not top 3 this year, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Hey to everybody's coming in. I hope that you will share. Hey, let's get these likes up. I can't see y'all doing it. Y'all, that ain't gonna cost you nothing. Y'all like what I'm saying? Just give me the likes. If you don't like, hey, what's up, Smoke? I see you on Podbean. What's up with you, man? It's been a while. What's going on? 100-yard chemist. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Appreciate all y'all popping in on me, man. Thank you so much. If you don't like what I'm saying, well, don't push the frown button. No. We don't want that. Let's go ahead and move that up. So to go back to what Coach said here, I'm not going to miss Kellen Moore. I'm the one that's been begging for him to go. I'm the one that's been begging for him to get out of here. Y'all know that. If you've been watching my show for any amount of time, last couple of years, I've been begging. He too finesse for me. He's horrible at situational football. And just because he got the number one offense, a quarterback that throws for over 4,000 yards, a running back that pretty much have 1,000 yards, almost had 2 last year, a receiver that was all pro, second team all pro last year. You know, some folks would say, hey man, what else do you want, man? I mean, good Lord. I mean, you got a tight end at Dalton Schultz who was, considered one of the best tight ends in the game. What in the world are you crying about? I see it on Sunday. I see what I saw when he went up against the better teams in the league. Them 30 points didn't show up on this scoreboard. Couldn't even move the ball hardly. Getting 10 to 15 points a game. Trying to throw the ball. Totally give up on a running game, period. I just told you what Coach, most of us already knew it, but for those that don't know, in the San Francisco game, I'm going to say it again. The Cowboys in that very close football game in the second half of the playoff game last year ran the ball only 4 times in the second half. I thought we were going to be right. If I remember right, they went into that game saying, hey, we got to get the ball into our running back hand. Primarily said Pollard, but of course Pollard got hurt. But just because Pollard got hurt didn't mean you had to give up on the running game completely. 4 times against the San Francisco 49er defense? And all you going to do is line up and pass the ball? No, come on, man. You can't do that against a defense like that. You got to keep them unbalanced. Here all of us are in this chat, and here I am sitting in this seat. We all armchair quarterbacks. That's what we all are. But we even knew you got to run the ball now. You can't do that against a defense like that when they make you one-dimensional and all they got to do is pin their ears back and come after that. It just didn't make sense to me. I get mad thinking about it now. I mean, how you just going to completely give it? I almost remind you of a couple years ago when we played Tampa, that first game of the season, not last year, but the year before that. And Dak, I mean, he just we can't run against Vita Vea. We can't run. I mean, just no running at all. Dak had a masterful game, obviously, but good Lord. I mean, you know what? You know, since me getting hyped, this is what the Los Angeles Chargers are going to have to deal with. This is what Austin Eckler is going to have to deal with. Because he's allergic. I done seen enough. I done seen enough of Kellen Moore to make this statement. He is allergic to running the football. We got too much of a sample size. Way too much. We got way too much of a sample size. And in order to do what we're talking about doing this coming up season, Kellen Moore is not the man for the job. Although he might score 30, although he might have the number one offense in the league, but this team here and the team from last year, I'll go ahead and say it now, he was not the right man for the job. He is not good at situational football. If you've been following me for a couple years, you've heard me say this at least 100,000 times. From the 20-yard line to the opponent's 20, Kellen Moore is one of the best. I'll give him that. But inside the red zone, he is without a doubt one of the, I don't care what the stats say, he is one of the most horrible red zone play callers in the NFL. Y'all have heard me say that. It's just the truth. It's almost to the point now, where it was almost to the point, to be honest with you, that most of us were shocked if we scored in the end zone. I mean, from the red zone. We were shocked. Most of us already knew inside the 20-yard line we were getting ready to kick a field goal. It shocked us this year because he finally caught on and said, okay, I'm inside the 5-yard line. Let me get the ball to Zeke. I mean, something simple as that. We were shocked. We were shocked. We were really shocked. I'm serious. That's how it was with us. Now, the jury out on Coach McCarthy, but I believe he's smarter in situational football than Kellen Moore will ever be. Not saying Coach McCarthy not gonna make no mistake. Not saying he should have passed the ball here and instead of running it. He gonna make some. There's nowhere in the world out of 17 weeks that we're gonna have a clean rap sheet with Coach McCarthy. But it's the same consistent problems that we had with Kellen Moore. There's just nowhere in the world I think Coach McCarthy is gonna have it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe that we are going to. Matter of fact, let me pause here. If you like what I'm saying, I can't see it here because I'm not just watching Facebook. I'm on a big multi-stream program, so I can't see it. But if you like what I'm saying, let me hit them lights. Just do it now, quick. You right there, bam, bam, bam. Give me about one or two, bam, 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 bam. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Kellen Moore is gone. Some of y'all crying and say, "Oh no, we should no." Goodbye. Goodbye. If he get number one offense with the Chargers, God bless him. At some point, Kellen Moore is gonna bite him in the tail with this play call. He did it with us for years. The level don't change his spot. They went after him. They didn't tell him what to do and all that. What's up, Lee? I promise you, the coach over there, he's just been blowing up too. The Chargers head coach. Forgive me for not knowing his name, but I ain't no Chargers fan, so I just know his face. He lucky to have his job as it is, where he done blowed leads and all that kind of stuff. He ain't finna touch Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore finna come over there and do the same thing he did the Cowboys. Ain't gonna have nobody over him. Ain't nobody gonna touch him. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing to him. They're not gonna say nothing to him. He gonna do the same thing that he did with the Cowboys, and that is finesse his way probably to some victories because they got a great talented team over there, pretty good defense. They are going to have a real good team over there. I'm telling y'all. But just in case the Chargers, let's say they are 11-5, and the Cowboys are 10-6, please let's not say, well, we should have kept more. I see you, Andy Cobbs. I see you over there. I got an Eagle fan in here. May have a couple of Eagle fans here, matter of fact. I don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. One thing about it, y'all got a resume on Kellen Moore just like I got it. And most of our resume kind of match up. We know who Kellen Moore is. The Chargers just don't know yet. But we know. Oh, we get to play them too. Oh my God. Y'all, Kellen Moore gonna try to put 40 points on us. He know he not though, because we got a defense. But oh my God. That's gonna be a pretty good game. I'm looking forward to that one. Because I need my defense to shut him down completely. Matter of fact, I'm talking much trash that week. Matter of fact, I don't know. Somebody tag a Charger. Well, I ain't got time to talk about the Chargers now. I'm about to say tag a Charger fan in here. Put them in here. I can't wait for that game. I'm looking for the defense to just annihilate that offense. I'm serious. I'm serious. I don't like it. Kellen Moore, good riddance. Good riddance. I'm not going to miss him. You might. I'm not. And I guess that leads to Coach McCarthy now, even though nobody ain't put it up there. I'll go with Coach McCarthy. I said this a few weeks ago. And this what I'm about to say is pure speculation. But come on, join me. Come on, join me in this speculation. I usually don't do this, but come on with me today. Come on with me today. Come on with me today. Just let's speculate together. I believe that Coach McCarthy is on the hot seat. You ain't got to believe it. This is just me. And it's for reason. And my main reason ain't probably what you think. See, the Jones family are petty. Oops, did I say that? Oops. I don't work for the Cowboys. I'm just independent. I'm sorry. I mean, I get to say what I want to say. The Jones family are kind of petty. They hold grudges. They do. That's part of the reason why Amari Cooper went gone. See, you remember? Let me show you now. You remember when COVID was going on, when it was real heavy. You remember Amari Cooper did not get the shot. He refused to get it. You also remember that Amari Cooper, and that is not a political debate, so please let's not go there. I'm just giving you the facts. He did not get the shot. You also remember that Amari Cooper was seen at football games with no mask. Y'all remember that? Then you also remember that Amari Cooper missed a couple of games right after that. Y'all remember that, right? I think Jones, remember now, he was gone right after that. Got traded. Just gave up on a Pro Bowl receiver who you needed. Gave up on him. Yeah, just got tired of him. You hurt the team, you gone. The Jones family are full of politics. They hold on to players when they should let them go. Sean Lee, Jason Witten. Even though I'm not saying we should have let go of Jason Witten, I believe we should have put a more explosive tight end at the time. But you were so loyal to Jason Witten. Although he always got open. I'm not knocking Jason Witten. He's a Hall of Fame tight end, no doubt about that. But we could have been more explosive at that position. You didn't try to get nobody because you were loyal to him. We were too loyal to people. And you're seeing some of this right now in Tyron Smith. I don't care what y'all say. The man been hurt more in the last 5-6 years than just about anybody I know. We just now getting somebody as somewhat of a replacement that was Tyler Smith. I mean, they were so ridiculous with Zeke, and just to show you what I'm saying. Let me say this. I'm sorry because I'm talking and I'm in my zone now. But if you're on my YouTube page, if you go to Super Chat, it's gonna interrupt me right here. I already got it set. That way I can see your post, and I promise you I'll read your post and get to it. But I'm trying to get my thoughts together. When it comes to Zeke, I always said they should have sat him down instead of playing him. You can't. If you got a PCL injury, getting hit on it ain't helping. Lord have mercy. It's common sense. If you see he's slowed down, if you see he's not what he's supposed to be, why are we playing him? He's not helping. He still was a warrior. He still was getting yards. It's just it was obvious. You can see he was in pain. Lamar Jackson had the same injury. He didn't play 6-7 games. He couldn't do it. He didn't do it. Excuse me. I almost sneezed there. But anyway, they have a problem with that. Now, here's the other thing. The other thing that y'all should know about the Jones family is this. They want to do things their way. Y'all know that. I think everybody in this chat know that. Even the haters of the Cowboys know that. Because they'll say, Jerry Jones need to get out the way. Well, here's what I'm leading all up to. The Jones family loved Kellen Moore. Yes, they did. So much so that they wanted to make him pretty much the next head coach. grooming him. Paid him money not to go to Boise State. Paid him more money. Didn't want him to leave. Matter of fact, when Coach McCarthy got here, y'all know the story. Coach McCarthy could hire anybody else that he wanted to except one position. That was offensive coordinator. They forced Kellen Moore on Coach McCarthy. Coach McCarthy didn't like the way he really ran the offense. That's why he come out and say now, for the first time, we really get to play the way we want to play. What that mean, Coach? That means for the last couple of years, you couldn't play the way you wanted to play, but you had no control over that because you could do nothing with Kellen Moore. The Jones family loved Kellen Moore. Same way they love Jason Garrett. Same way. Same way. They ain't want to see that boy go nowhere, man. They didn't want to see him go nowhere. But they got rid of him where they helped and then renew his contract and say, hey, okay, we really want Coach McCarthy to do it. But now it's almost like to me now. They wouldn't say that. Well, he kind of said something like this slowly, in a little subtle type way. You got it the way you wanted it to be now. Coach McCarthy, you got it the way that you want it to be. You got it now. It's your way. You got all pros on your line. You got an all pro at wide receiver. You got a Pro Bowl running back. You got real good offensive linemen who are borderline Pro Bowlers in their own right. You probably gonna have a top 5 defense. You got no excuses. And I don't think the Cowboys are gonna wait on them. Because Jerry Jones want to do it his way. What we're doing now ain't the Jones way. They want to keep Kellen Moore. So I feel like Coach McCarthy is on the hot seat. You're calling the plays. So, you can't blame Kellen no more. It's all on you. You say you want to, this is the way you want to do it. Well, let me see the results. I really believe he's on the hot seat. I really do. 12 games the last couple of years. They'll never say this. We might say this, but really, where are they really putting that 12 wins with 13 if you count the playoff game last year? 25 wins. Who are they really attributing that to? I would love to hear that answer from Jerry. I know what most of us gonna say. Because let's look at it. Face value. Dan Quinn is not being touched by Coach McCarthy. Dan Quinn got the defense. So he ain't got nothing to do with that. He obviously couldn't do nothing with Kellen Moore. So, hey, he really had nothing to do with the offense. So if he didn't have anything to do with the offense or the defense, the special team, let me say this. Coach McCarthy he did have something to do with the offense because he said, let's go for it on 4th down. He did do that. But as far as play calling, Coach McCarthy told you himself, listen, if you install the play, the ones that are installing the play are the one that's calling the play. So he ain't making no play call. He just said go for it on 4th down. So if we got 12, 13 wins, 12 wins the previous year after that, I really wonder where they putting the onus of that to. Who are they really giving the credit to? I would suggest and say that it really ain't. It ain't him. It ain't Coach McCarthy. That's why I say he on the hot seat, because they're saying like, oh man, you made me throw away a coordinator that done had the number 1 offense in this league now for the last, 2 out of the last 3 years or so, and top 5 all the way around, other when Dak was hurt. This is a top 3 offense. You made me throw him away. He's a good football coach. That's what they saying. But that's what you done heard. They believe it. And I'm trying to figure out, like, If he got it his way, and he's calling the plays, and he got rid of Kellen Moore, and I don't believe they really wanted to get rid of him. I really do believe he's on the hot seat, which means he's going to have to come in. He's going to have a real good year. Now, I'm really finna mess y'all up. Terry, especially you. Because what that means is that if we're going to have a real good year on offense, that means our quarterback got to be right. And Terry, I go, Terry Turner. I believe that Dak Prescott is going to have his greatest year as a quarterback this year. Yep, I said it. I just let that marinate. Cause Terry, I can just feel you typing right now. I can feel you typing. I'm gonna let you get it out. I'm gonna say it again. If it's all on Mike McCarthy, I'm trying to tell you, I really do believe Dak Prescott is going to have his greatest year as a quarterback this year. I really believe it. And I'm going to tell you why. Just based off the little bit that I know. Number one. Oh, I already know you typing, Terry. I know it. See, I already know. Because, see, I know how you feel about it. I know. I'm telling you, this is the reason why I'm saying this. Because if you know anything about football, especially about the West Coast offense, it's perfect for that. One of the things that most people have said about Dak Prescott is this: that he is an excellent short yard quarterback and throwing the football. When I say short yard, I'm talking about from 1 yard to maybe 10 yards. He's good at that. The problem that everybody said that Dak has had a problem with, and you know that could be debated, is when he had to throw down the field. That's where his problem is. That's where a lot of people have said that. Well, the West Coast offense is about throwing short yardage passes and letting the talent run after the catch. That's what it's all about. That's really what it's all about. I'm going right now and saying this. Not just because it's 0 to 3 yards a pass. I ain't talking about that. I believe that Dak Prescott is going to have his greatest year in completion percentage. I still believe he's going to get over 4,000 yards. I believe he's going to throw between, because this is what he does. This is what he does with a bad year. If you want to call it a bad year, he's going to throw 35 plus touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I believe it. And here's the one that part that nobody don't want to admit. The boy is a dog. He's a dog. He is. He's a dog. And he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder. That's what I really want to tell you. He's gonna have a chip on his shoulder this year. Because he know how bad a lot of us, myself included, talked about him last year. I really do believe this dude is about to light it up this year. Now, I will say this about Coach McCarthy, because the narrative has been, we running the football. We running the football. We gonna run the football. We gonna run the football. We gonna run the football. I don't see it, y'all. Somebody gonna have to show me. I'm sorry. I believe it when I see it. I believe it when I see it. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe there will be more of an effort. I believe situational football we'll do what we're supposed to do. We'll run it when we're supposed to run it more than often. I believe we're gonna do all that. But I just don't see this total transformation to the point where I see Dak Prescott throwing the ball between 24 and 27 times a game. I just don't see it. I don't. I don't. I don't. I hope I'm wrong. I believe that McCarthy's going to put the ball in Dak Prescott's hand, and Dak Prescott is going to have probably somewhere between 43 and 4,400 yards for the season. He's going to have about 38 touchdowns. Of course, he's going to throw a couple picks, but it won't be what he did last year. And you couple that probably with a number 3 and above defense. Yeah, we're going to win some ball games. But we're winning anyway. I just believe it. Hey, Mike, I see you. I just believe the boy going to have a chip on his shoulder, man. He is. He heard all the talk. He heard it all. One thing about him, he bounced back. He got bounced back in him. I'll give him that. I just feel like he's gonna have a big year this year. I'm talking about a big year. I believe he's gonna lead the league, and or if he's not leading, he's gonna be right there. Completion percentage because of the offense that's gonna be ran, and he's gonna get the ball down the field because if we run, it's just too much, man. If you notice what McCarthy has done, this is what a lot of people ain't talking about. I might need to do a whole show on this one. If you look around what he's doing on offense, he's building actually a track team. Have y'all noticed that? Let's look at the wide receivers real quick. CeeDee Lamb he runs a 4.5. But he always getting behind somebody. So, there's a difference between real speed and then football speed. Jerry Rice was not fast at all. But it always seemed like Jerry Rice was in front of somebody. See what I'm saying? I ain't saying CD's don't do that. I ain't saying CD is Jerry Rice. I'm just saying for some reason these guys stay out in front. All right, that's 4.5. Brandon Cooks runs a legitimate 4.3. We don't know what Michael Gallup is because we ain't seen it. They say he backed himself. Well, when Michael Gallup was himself, he was running 4.4. Semi Fuego runs a 4.3. Jalen Tolbert runs a 4.4. Vontae Turpin, who probably was up, Amp. Vontae Turpin is probably the fastest of them all. He borderline dang near 4.2 something. 4.3. And just in case y'all don't forget about Vontae Turpin, let me throw this in. Y'all do realize that Vontae Turpin played a whole straight year of football last year. He's supposed to have tired leg, even though it didn't look like he did. Played the whole USFL. Then he came and played the whole NFL season. Okay? Now this was his first little rest here. That kid is probably the fastest guy we got on the team, to be honest with you. And he definitely probably the fastest wide receiver. It's either him or Cooks. Pick your choice. Mike McCarthy is building a track team. All right, watch this. Let's go to the draft pick that we got from my school, Michigan. Schoonmaker run a 4.5 at the tight end position. Hello. Okay. Let's go to the running backs. The running backs, we know how fast Pollard is. Deuce Vaughn, oh my God. Another track person. That's 4.3, 4.4 about it right there. And as much as y'all done talked about Ronald Jones, Ron Jones running 4.5, 25 years old. I'm just saying, when you look at what they're doing, they're building a speed team, which means defense got to respect it, which means you ain't going to pack up the line so much. You know, man, I hate to get into semantics, but if you got a speed team and all that kind of stuff like that, you ain't just jumping all on top of them. You got to respect the speed. It's going to open up running lanes. I ain't want to get into all that. But anyway, y'all get it. Got a $5 super chat. Terry, I'm sorry. Terry says, Mar repent for saying Dak is a dog. He is a dog, Terry. He is. You need the whole communion tray just for you. Take the other Emmas home for dinner. He got dog in him. He do. He got it in him. I believe what you're trying to say, Terry, because I think what you're trying to say, he got it in him, but you trying to say his talent don't match what he got on the inside. I think that's kind of what you're going with. Eastside Hair with the $2 super chat. He said Dalton Schultz is looking impressive with the Texans. He should. He's a pretty good tight end. He is. He's a pretty good tight end. He ain't gonna have no good year without Dak though. Mike, most defense will have to defend every blade of grass against his off. Exactly. It's a speed team with some doggish qualities in them when you go around. I'm serious, y'all. So you see what he's doing. He's really trying to build a real fast team that's some games is gonna look real good. A lot of games gonna look real good. But you gotta respect it. Because if you don't, they're gonna kill you. It's really just as simple. I just don't know if y'all done noticed that. But when you go all the way around and look at it, it's a speed team. It's on defense too, man. But I'm just talking offense right now. On defense, it's the same thing. Speed everywhere. This is legitimately a track. I don't remember our team really being this, on paper at least, being this fast starting out. I don't remember. I don't remember that. I don't remember it. Let me get back to Smoke. Smoke, I don't think individual season like that matters anymore. The only thing that matters for a quarterback and the coach is going further in the playoffs. I agree with you, Smoke. Because Dak probably will never win an MVP award. He just needs to be big in the moments. You know what I'm saying? I've always said about Dak, this is what I've always said. Because we use that term, elite, a lot. I ain't opened up the phone line yet, y'all. I know y'all trying to get in. I ain't opened it up yet. Whoever that is from Texas, I believe that's you, Eastside. I ain't got time for you with them, man. You just messed up my. Y'all just messed up my train of thought right there. You just messed me up. I believe that was you, Eastside, that messed me up. I can't stand that. What is it? Yeah. I've always said this about Dak. I've said Dak is a very good quarterback that have elite. He's capable of having elite moments. Really, that's all what the quarterbacks are. All of them are good, but then when you have quarterbacks that have taken advantage of the moment, that's what transfers them to the elite moment, like Brady. Brady done took advantage of those elite moments more than anybody. And that's why he has this reverence for him that we pretty much all have for him, because he's taking advantage of just about mostly all of them. It's very rare when he doesn't. That's the difference between. Then you got some of these quarterbacks who have all the talent in the world, but when the moment comes, they fall a lot short sometimes. And then they get put down. That's where you get these rankings and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's what I'm saying about Dak. No, Dak was not elite against Purdy, Eastside. No, he was not. But Purdy wasn't elite either. So let's get that right, please, sir. He wasn't elite either. Let's stop it. They just had a real good defensive game. They beat us. It is what it is. I want to put that out there on that real quick. All right. Let's go. I'm talking long enough. Is Dak better than Russell Wilson? At this point, Terry, if you're gonna base it off year by year, Dak was better than better than Russell Wilson last year. You're gonna go back year by year. He definitely was better than he was last year. Dak went to the playoffs. Russell Wilson was watching, or sitting by his wife, watching us. All right.
Call from
Coach Ma.
One and only.
To accept, press 1.
Thank you on here. Say something, Coach. Let me make sure it's you.
Yeah, it's me.
Gotcha. All right. I think you on. Let me turn you up a little bit. Turn this down. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Coach Marv in the building. What up, Coach?
Man, what's going on with you, big time, man? I'm glad to see you. With your collabs, your show is growing, man. I'm pushing your name out there. I was on JC Cowboy show yesterday. I try to push your name out there as many times because you give out the same good content as a lot of great content people out there, man. And I appreciate the opportunity to talk on your show.
I appreciate you.
I wanted to give you a nugget, and then I wanted to push back on when we talk about McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
He should be on the hot seat because the fact that when you have this type of team with this amount of talent, you have to produce. So that's with Kellen gone, nobody gone. That's where you have to produce.
Mm-hmm.
But my pushback is that one thing the Cowboys, the Joneses don't like to be is they don't like to be shown up.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of pride.
They got a lot of pride. I believe that they're all in on Mike McCarthy this year because of the fact I believe they're more on Mike McCarthy's side this year because I don't believe that they fired Kellen.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Kellen already had the job with the Chargers before the game in San Francisco was already over.
Mm. You saying he had to want to go?
Listen, if he got the job when let's put the narrative, put the TVs together. First, he got the job 2 days, probably less than 24 hours after he was let go.
Mm-hmm.
Second, when the game was over in San Francisco, they said he didn't travel back with the team. He stayed in California.
Mm. Yeah, he was already set up.
So he was already out the door because him and Mike McCarthy was going button heads. And I do believe that when Broader said that they was very contentious during the year, yeah, Kellen had found out that he didn't like the pushback, and he wanted to go with a coach, which the coaching in Chargers is more of a just do all kind of crazy stuff, go on fourth down, and when they run the ball with Eckler, they win, but when they don't, they lose. Mm-hmm. And that's how that's how the LA Chargers been last year. When they forget about it running the ball, or they don't let the quarterback run the ball like he did a couple years ago, and when they try to make him do a pocket passes and just throw the ball, usually that's a rest. So they had to make it look like it's all on McCarthy. Well, it probably is. But if Kellen would have accepted that job before you fired him, the Joneses would have. Now they're giving McCarthy everything he needs to be successful because they want to make sure that Kellen understands that this was a winning football team.
True.
And you don't do the Joneses like that.
Yeah.
So it's like when you give a guy a chance and you give him everything, you backing him, and then he gets mad about something, and then he goes out and takes another job, and you pushing him up to be a big time person in your company, and he just leave your company to take another job. That's a slap in your face. So that's the narrative I see with that, because he got his job too fast with not having that job already, or was talking about having that job well before they started having rumors about him being gone. So,
True.
and he's a young guy. He's doing things for his career. Another point I wanted to point out is, this is another narrative that the Cowboy fans we are really always on. We are the only organization that we put so much pressure on our third wide receiver or a fourth wide receiver to do unrealistic expectations for them to do things. I was just talking to a friend of mine, and he was like, about Michael Gallup and Tolbert, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh yeah, I think that they're gonna be much better. I think they're really gonna show. I said, a great season for Michael Gallup and Tolbert are these numbers. Michael Gallup, 52 catches, 700 yards, 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Great season with Tolbert, about 35, maybe 35, 40 catches, about 400, maybe 400, 500 yards, maybe 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, and shows that he can move up to another level. But those are great numbers for those guys, because there's not enough balls for them to catch for 1,000 yards.
I love what you just said there, Coach, because people not even thinking like that. If we're doing what Coach McCarthy is saying in the first place, it's not going to be a lot of throwing in the first place, to be honest with you, if we're going to go that route.
Listen, Big Show, I put it like this. How many third wide receivers in the NFL got 1,000 yards?
Not many at all, period. Not many at all. None, exactly. So everybody, yeah, and that go for even if Tolbert is the guy. Tolbert ain't never been no 1,000-yard receiver, to be honest with you. They just like the way you play, but it's amazing how some people just not thinking like that way. They really not thinking that way.
That's what and let's say they talk about the tight end. And we talking about the running back. If we looking for, now listen, if we're talking about it in case that someone get hurt, okay, yes, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Yes, because they'll have but their production is still not going to go over the top, because if their production can go from a third wide receiver to a second wide receiver or a first wide receiver production, that means they should have been a second or a number one from the start with.
Yeah. And
that means, so this is what I said always about, but when we always be ripping Noah Brown. Mm-hmm. If we had Amari Cooper that has his year that he always has, and CeeDee Lamb has that a year like he had, or a little bit less, because he wouldn't have had a year but he had 1,000 yards. Yeah. If Noah Brown would have caught for 500 some yards and 4 touchdowns like he did this past season, we will be clamoring to sign Noah Brown back.
Yeah.
But since Noah Brown had to be a number 2 receiver, we said that wasn't enough, which it wasn't. It was third wide receiver production because that's what he was.
Yeah. No doubt about it.
So that's why I say we're the only organization that we're putting so much pressure that Tober got to show something. He got to do something.
He got to do that.
Tober just got to go out there when he does get an opportunity to play, make a couple of plays here and there, and because when is he gonna be on the field? We're gonna do a lot of 12 personnel.
Yeah.
Do people understand when you do 12 personnel that means either Gallup or Tobert are gonna be on the sideline?
Yeah. Exactly. It's amazing.
So,
it's unrealistic expectations. That's what it is.
Unrealistic. And when you start putting that on people, and be sure you know this in life.
Yeah.
When expectations is one of the biggest downfalls when we live in an expectation world, that's one of our biggest downfalls.
Of course.
But when you start putting unrealistic expectations on people or situations, you are just destined for disappointment.
No doubt. I love it.
That's
Coach.
That's why we got to think about that. That's why I don't get into the conversation when they start talking about how great Michael Gallup is going to be or how great Tony Tober, how Tober is going to be. No, I just want them to be able to produce when their name is called, which I know their name is not going to be called that often, but if they can make crucial big plays, that don't mean that they're going to get, they may have a game that they do well. It may be one game or maybe two games, but that's where we're going to be, and it's going to be the sum of the parts. And the biggest thing, Big Show, I'm going to say these last two things. This is the first time in McCarthy's era here where he has what I think is a building block of a team starting to go towards a Super Bowl run. Mm-hmm. And those building blocks, and remember these that I say here because this is what you build off. You want to have one mindset, one mentality, one tempo, and one identity as a team. They got the one mentality of being a physical, detail-oriented team. One tempo, when you talk about speed, they're trying to do everything in a rapid, noted, make it simple so everybody can play fast. And one identity as a team, as a smart team that doesn't beat ourselves. And now you have the coaching staff all on board that has they're preaching the same thing from the offense through the defense through the special teams. That is the first building block you want for a successful football team. It don't mean you're going to win a Super Bowl, but that's how you start. One mentality, one tempo, one identity.
Gotcha.
And I think he's got a chance to do that because he got the mold out the building.
Gotcha, Coach. Love it. Love it as always.
I appreciate your big show, man.
I appreciate you. You know that.
Keep on pushing, brother.
I'm going to keep trying, man. I'm going to keep trying. Thank you, Coach.
All right.
All right. That was the one and only Coach Marv. Listen, let's pause real quick. I got a few people in here who just coming in. Listen, especially all those there. If you enjoy what Coach Marv just said, go ahead and put them likes up real quick if you don't mind. He's watching. Let me see a rush of thumbs up, whatever you got there. If you like it if you're on YouTube and you don't have the likes, let me see some fire emojis because Coach dropped bombs out here. Yes, he did. Let me have the fire emojis if you don't mind. I don't even know how to. Yeah, cool. Hey, what's up, cool? I got an Eagle fan in here. But he's a responsible Eagle fan, so I can deal with him. He got sense. So I can deal with my guy Cool. He's absolutely 100% correct on this. He says that you got to utilize your talent properly. Got another call coming.
Greg.
I think I got bro Craig in here. Hey, is this Craig?
It's Greg. Nice. What's going on, brother?
What's up? What's up? What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. I enjoyed the show with you and Boss.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. We tried.
Yeah. I loved it.
Talk to me. What you feeling?
Well, about that running back thing.
Whatever you feel.
If they would have did it right, if they would have played all three of them right, think about that. Zeke when I got hurt, they threw the ball less, but they didn't do that. They failed the team. The coaching failed it. I think they got rid of Cooper. If they don't get rid of Cooper, Dallas will sit out to the bye week.
Yeah. I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna push back. Not that you're wrong, but I'm gonna push back on and say this in terms of Zeke. I think it's safe to say that they totally mismanaged his injury.
Exactly.
Now that part I believe I'm saying, because the way, remember how Zeke used to come in and Zeke used to run about one or two good series and then he'll get pulled on, he'll be limping the rest of the game. That's because he wasn't right. And you saw that he wasn't right. And yet we still played him. They should have sat him down, give him some rest, and then take from that. They never sat him down. And so you were never gonna get the best out of Zeke Elliott that you could get. He played hurt. That's what I'm going on that. They mismanaged that.
Exactly. They mismanaged him. That's why Malik Davis, when he got his rep, and he'd have played. Think about that. They did that right. The couple games, they could have won a couple of those losses. Green Bay, Jacksonville, games like that they could have won. Yeah. That changed the playoff position.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to throw in play calling with that. The Jacksonville game was ridiculous because Kellen Moore decided to take the time off the clock by simply running the football. We had a 2-touchdown lead. My God. Fourth quarter.
Exactly.
We could have. A lot of that, it's hand-to-hand mismanagement by everybody. But I just felt like we could have, there's just certain things that we could do. But hopefully the coaching change primarily in the structure-wise, the way this team is built now. And when you got the talent like we have, it don't take a whole lot. The chemistry is there. Coach McCarthy is a more experienced coach. He's a Super Bowl winning coach. You would figure that we ought to be at least a little better in that. That's really all what we can bank on for now, to be honest with you. So I agree with you, Greg.
Here's the thing. It's going to be a running back for me. I don't think we're going to have a 1,000-yard back this year. I don't believe that.
No.
We might have a couple of 1,000-yard receivers, and most likely a 1,000-yard back.
It all depends on if Pollard is right. If Pollard is right, and he's not going to be a bell cow running back anyway, they would bow by a committee. He can get 1,000 yards because you already know that he's going to bust a couple of them wide open. He's a big home run threat. He got a shot at it. He got a real shot at that. That's how he did it last year. It's amazing. His yard per carry, for a guy who don't get the ball a whole lot, like a real number one, is incredibly high. I mean, this kid is averaging almost 7 to 8 yards a pop. I mean, that's because he's getting a whole bunch of big plays, and he's very capable of doing this. So it all depends on if he starts off week one and he is the Pollard that we remember. Everybody got to remember it was no ligament damage. It was just a clean break, which means that it was just 8 weeks recovery time. It's been well past 8 weeks. He should be good to go, even though he hadn't done it. And now if he had ligament damage, we talking something totally different. But he had a clean break. He just ain't took a hit on it yet. You ain't gonna know. But week one, if he's the Pollard that we remember, he's gonna get 1,000 yards. Gary just put something up real quick. Gary said all you gotta do is average 56 yards a game to get 1,000 yards. He can get that.
Yeah, the 17 games. Yeah,
he get that.
He get that on one run.
Yeah, he gets he gets at least 2 big plays every game almost. So that's how good he is. But I appreciate your call, Greg, man.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much, brother.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, y'all talking good. Y'all give me some hearts and some likes for Greg right there, if you don't mind. He deserves it. Great comments on that. Phone line is open. Y'all on fire today. Y'all might well look. Come on, come out. I got a little more time. Come on, come on. What's up, Smoke? Smoke, you still there? Yeah, I see you. Smoke, are you hearing everybody? I'm talking to Saturday Night Smoke. He's on pod me. Are you hearing all the calls over there? I know you can hear me, but are you hearing the calls? The other people that are calling in on there? I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure that you're hearing that. Because if you're not, I got a problem. Okay, so I know you can hear me, but you can hear the other people as well, right? One more time, Smoke, because I know you said I'm just wondering if that's for me, or can you hear the? Okay, you say you can. You can hear them. Okay, we good then. We good. Let me ask you this, Smoke. Y'all forgive me for my production, but I need this. You hear everyone. Smoke, do you hear this background music right now that I got going? Or are you just hearing the voices? Do you hear music? Y'all forgive me. I'm on my, you said no music. Okay, I got to figure out why you're not hearing no music in the background. But I ain't going to figure that out now. I'll figure that out later. Well, I know why you didn't hear some of Coach Marv, Mike. The reason why is because I had bought out because my son came here. So whenever I mute out,
press 1 to send a voicemail.
Mute out my microphone and muted everybody out. Okay, I got you. What's going on? I didn't listen to who it was, but welcome to the Big Time Show. Who am I speaking to?
Praise the Lord. This is Terry.
What up, Terry?
In the right way, because I got to tell the truth today.
Oh my!
I have a mandate from the Lord.
Yes, sir.
Before I get to Dak Prescott, I'm ahead and start off. I expect the biggest surprise, the biggest second-year jump, be Sam Wilson.
My goodness.
That will be amazing because now you can actually put Michael Parsons where you need him in that second level of defense on the weak side, chasing down plays. But I expect Sam Williams to be a 8-9 sack guy this year so he would be double digits, but we know Dan Quinn, he's the mad scientist always, even in the fourth quarter, he's still tinkering with the line. He's going to keep some fresh bodies in there to go hunt a quarterback. I kind of like that.
Sam Williams.
I'm looking for him to have that second year jump. Plus he's going to get in the weight room, get that good training, and they're going to put that NFL peanut butter on him, come back ready for the world. He ain't going to get manhandled. He ain't going to get manhandled. Fight off block, chase down back. That's what we need.
Okay. Wow, I like it.
And
I ain't went to defense, coach. I mean, Terry. I mean, I 100% agree with Sam Williams. My only problem with Sam is, and you got to kind of watch this, but I trust Quinn. Let me just say this. See, they're paying Armstrong. This wasn't the politics you show up. They're paying Armstrong, and him and Sam are interchangeable. They can go either side. But the question is going to be, because with the Cowboys, you always got to ask this question. If they're paying Armstrong more, is he going to see the field a whole lot because of the point that we're paying him when you're keeping a killer on the sideline out of Sam Williams when he need to be on the field? But I trust Quinn that the different packages that he's going to have, Sam will get, enough time to get out there. But I just know how Cowboys are. Once they pay you, they believe in you playing, even if somebody behind you is better.
At this point, this is where I look at and I believe in Stephen Jones.
Yeah.
If you getting same production and Sam Williams is cheaper, and how much is it going to be in dead money if we cut Armstrong? Or how much is it in dead money if we this, that, and the third or whatever? Because with Quinn let him know that we got a certified killer, and Mr. Williams right here, Mr. Williams needs to see him.
Yeah.
Now they are really, really talking on everything. They let you know how old Jerry is, and he ain't got but so much time for another Super Bowl. And I want to say, won't y'all just go on ahead and pass the collection plate? Say, no man knows the time or the hour, but we all gonna be ready when it comes. I mean, come on now. They need to look out in the back, Mahalia Jackson going up yonder. Yeah, Jerry old. Guess what? I know a lot of old people. You know what? If old people don't get healthy, they die. That's what it is. Yeah. And Jerry, eventually, he got a date just like I got a date. And we hope to get a Super Bowl before that day, but I digress. Yeah. And I'm looking for Sam Williams to be our biggest jump in second year.
I like it.
I think Mr. Gilmore is going to be an excellent addition for our secondary, along with my favorite Cowboy, Mr. Donovan Wilson. That side of the field going to be shut down. And the biggest one of all, last year, Prescott won the Walter Payton Man of the Year, and I'm looking for this year he win the NFL Comeback Player of the Year. 17 interceptions is a horrible year.
Yeah.
And he's going to come back and win NFL Player of the Year because it's numbers. It's numbers. 17 is horrible. I mean, 17 is backup quarterback replacing somebody. I mean, 17, you're supposed to be sitting down now.
Hold it right there, Greg. Now, if you agree with what Greg is saying, I can't see it. I just need to know if you agree with what he's saying on there. You ain't got to chat. If you're watching by Facebook, this will be the test. If you agree that Dak Prescott is going to be, well, let's just say it like this, a possible comeback player of the year, put the likes up real quick. Go and do it now. If you agree with it, put it up right there. I don't know if you're watching by Facebook, Greg, but I'm anxious to see what people are thinking right there. Put the hearts up real quick. I like what you're saying. Go ahead.
This Terry Turner out of
Terry, I'm sorry, Terry. Why I say Greg?
Yeah,
Terry. No, I'm sorry, Terry.
I try to stay away from. I don't even call him average Prescott no more. I try to stay away from all that because we might have to pass the union on Sunday. But I'm working the camera now, so I can't. Especially when they read that verse where say, "Let a man examine himself."
Yeah. You got to do that. I
don't want Prescott to be the reason. Be like, "Oh, no, I just pass it over to him. I'm good."
I love it. Go ahead. What you feeling?
I'm looking for.
Go ahead.
I'm looking for him to basically the way that over there in Kansas City when he was with Green Bay and he was telling they all look the same right now, but with Brett Favre, and he was throwing them old crazy passes, and he went on ahead, and when he came to the sideline, he was like, all these rocket balls. Yeah. We have got to improve on the rocket balls. And how I would say, Brett Favre was still Brett, but there's a lot of ones that Brett wanted to throw that he didn't throw. And I'm looking at, they call some better route schemes, because I am so sick and tired of the Cowboys running curls and comebacks. I'm like, my God, it's 9 different routes. I mean, can we come up with some different route combinations?
That got to do with Kellen Moore, Coach. But that's why I was saying, hopefully, Coach McCarthy today, a lot of this stuff was on Kellen and what he implemented in the games. That's what the route tree really consisted of: slants, comeback routes, curls. That's pretty much what we ran. There's somebody here. Somebody calling me. I'm going to merge y'all two together. Oh, there's Michael. Hold on.
To accept, press 2.
Okay, hold on. All right. Hold on, Secretary. You go ahead and keep talking. You go ahead and keep talking. Hello? Hello? I may have messed up.
Hello?
Hey, who is this? Did I mess
this
up?
Is Michael.
Mike, let me see. Terry, are you on here? Terry, are you still here? Okay. Hold on a second. Terry. Oh, I done messed up. Mike, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay. I got you. Go ahead, Mike. Terry, I apologize, man. I don't know what I did. But I think I got the gist of your call. It sounds like you think Dak is going to do pretty well this year. And you one of his biggest critics. I know that. And I think you kind of going to give him a shot this year. So we're going to see. What's up, Mike? I apologize. Terry, I apologize again. But Terry, I need you to check out what Coach Mars said. Look in the chat right there. Terry, I apologize again. And you can call back if you need to. But Coach, look in the chat there and look what Coach Mars said. Go ahead, Mike. I apologize, bro.
Oh, no, that's okay. Well, it's funny how you had one of Dak's biggest critics on. Well, I guess I'm probably one of his biggest supporters. And I'm going to tell you why. But I think you're right. I think Dak is going to be in for a huge year.
Monster year.
Season, because you know he hears what's being said. Even though he's too eloquent and soft-spoken and kind-hearted to say it, you know he sees what all these pundits, these hate merchants in the media are saying. You know, so I can't remember who said it, but somebody, I think it was on ESPN, said it's in his DNA to throw interceptions. That's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. Yeah. So I really hope, and Mike McCarthy sees them too. Yeah. He sees all the criticism too, and it's not even from all these haters. It's mostly from this fan base. I fight people from this fan base more than I fight the haters from everywhere else.
Wow.
So I just think that is just. I know you see it. You see all the haters on social media, Mr.
Man, look,
I know you see them.
Man, I'm in about 15 different Cowboy groups. It is amazing the narratives that come just from the fan base. When it comes to Dak Prescott, is a dividing line. He really is. There's no middle ground with Dak. It's either you're with him or you're not. And you can see it all in the chat room. I mean, you still got people who really believe that Cooper Rush is supposed to start over. You still got people that believe it. Well, go ahead.
I'm not even going to address that because you already know how I feel about that. So I really believe, I think whoever said that, you mentioned that he maybe win comeback player of the year. No, I think they need to look bigger. And it's that letter award I'm looking for. MVP.
Wow. You and Joe just said the same thing.
I'm looking for Dak. I'm looking for Dak to go for the MVP. And I think if they get a chance to just snuff people out this year, get them down and just put their foot on I don't want to use this term. I was going to say put their knee on their neck, but everybody knows what that means, so I'm not going to use that. But just put their foot and drive their face into the dirt. I really hope they take the opportunity to do that. Heck, they already said last year they'll run up the score on everybody. Yeah. So they said, okay, we'll really give you something to talk about this year. But no, they need to send a message. Wow. I'm really looking forward to this being the Dak Prescott payback tour this season. Because everyone says that, he threw 17 interceptions, that's 2 in the playoffs. Yes, that's true. But I don't know, did you ever watch the video, the 33rd with Mike March? Did you see his breakdown of all those interceptions?
Yeah, a lot of them on
YouTube.
A lot of them really weren't on here.
Yeah, I'd say like 10 of them were not his fault. So he pretty much can charge maybe 7 that was really, truly on that. It was amazing how he broke it down where receivers running the wrong route. He said that they were freelancing, just not doing what it's supposed to do, not being what it's supposed to be. But once that lets the football go, that's it. Yeah. A lot of people don't understand. That's what
a lot of these people say, "Oh well, Dak can't throw anybody open." He wasn't asked to do that in this offense. He was asked to throw the ball to a spot, and it's just the receiver's job to be there when the ball arrives.
Yeah.
And they just didn't do it.
Yeah.
So once Dak let the football go, what is he supposed to catch it too?
Yeah. You'd be surprised.
Some people they just don't. They just don't. Either they don't see it, or they just don't want to admit to Dak is a lot better than they. I got into an argument with a guy today. It was all the way back to 2016 when Dak won the NFL Rookie of the Year. This person was saying that, oh, he just won the Rookie of the Year sponsored by a soda company.
Wow. Because
Pepsi is the sponsor of the NFL MVP. I said, Pepsi is the sponsor. It says it has the NFL shield on the award. I tried to say, okay, I showed that Alvin Kamara won the Rookie of the Year. Saquon Barkley won the Rookie of the Year. Justin Herbert won the Rookie of the Year. I said, look, they all have the same trophy that Prescott has, and he kept saying, oh no, that's not the real MVP. No, I'm sorry, that's not the real NFL Rookie of the Year award. That's Pepsi's award.
Yeah.
I mean, it's borderline, and I hate to use his word. It's borderline ignorant.
Yeah.
With some of these people, I mean, I just can't stand it. But I'm going to continue to fight the good fight because if there are people like you and me and all the other podcasters, if we don't do it, this narrative, and you're right, there is a narrative out there. There's a narrative that they think that Prescott throws 17 picks every year of his career.
No, it's just
that's what they're pushing.
Cowboys
that's what they're trying to push out there.
Oh yeah, they have amnesia.
And one more thing, and I'm going to go and get on off. If they really think that Dak Prescott has got something to prove before he gets his contract extension, you people are dead wrong. He's going to get his extension no matter what any of these people say. And it's going to come sooner than later. And it's going to be north of $50 million. It's going to be probably somewhere north of what Lamar Jackson got. Because everyone's saying, oh, he's got to prove himself. He's got to take less. You can't pay him that $50 million. Well, $50 million is now the going rate. It's like $40 million was 2 years ago. It was the going rate, but now it's 50. So it's going to be $50 million. So people, everyone's listening, just get ready. That extension is coming, and it's going to come sooner or later. I predict it's going to be signed before the season starts.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. Need y'all, because if y'all don't do it, I'm going to do it. I can't do it because I'm on this platform. I'm just going to put the word out. Y'all see what I put on the chat right there. There it is. Fire. Michael Evans. I don't know how it looks. If you're on Facebook, hit the likes, hit the hearts, whatever. If you're on YouTube, if you're in the chat, I need y'all to put the fire emojis up. Michael Evans just shot fire right here. Real strong fire. Supporter of Dak Prescott. And he is going to do exactly what he just said. He is going to have he's gonna get paid, y'all. So for all y'all that were crying over just $40 million, you really would have a problem now. Cause oh my God, y'all gonna have a real problem. Cause when he gets signed, he's gonna be probably the top paid quarterback in football. It's gonna happen. It won't be long because Burrow is coming, and Herbert is coming, and Lawrence is coming. So Dak it's just kind of like when he got the $40 million. Do y'all realize that Dak right now is the best paid quarterback in the league at $40 million?
And they're still talking about it.
You see
nobody else's contract gets talked about but his. And he's 9. He's number 9.
Yeah, and I'm saying like this, it's all about the market, because if you really want to be truthful and honest about the situation, Jalen Hurts only had one good year. One. And look what he got paid.
And how long?
Look what he got paid.
And how long was he the highest paid quarterback, Mr. Douglas?
Probably about
6 days.
About 6 days. That's about it. So
it's going
to happen. So everybody, you might as well get mad now. Mike, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, man. That was the one and only Mr. Michael Evans, who just dropped the fire. You know, there's a lot. There's a group of Cowboy fans that just wish Dak would just go away, and I'm like, okay, what if he go away? What's your alternative? It's not in college, because this team is made to win now. You got time for experiments. So what are you doing? You ain't trading for him. Nobody ain't trading for the contract that he about to put on the team unless you getting equal value, if, depending on what you're talking about, equal value. But what's the alternative if you're giving away Dak? I mean, I always wanted to act. And it ain't Cooper Rush. Please, y'all stop. Would y'all please, sir? Please, sir, to have mercy. Please. It ain't Cooper Rush. It's not. It's not. So if you, for those that want to get rid of Dak, please tell me what your plan is. And please don't come talk about there's a kid at Alabama. He's a sophomore. He's no. That's not the answer. No. So who you talking about? Some folks, give me Jared Goff. Man, Goff can't lead this team to no. Somebody say, give me Matthew Stafford. No. Nope. No. See, those that don't want Dak Prescott, let me tell y'all something. For those that don't like Dak Prescott, the names I just called, you wouldn't trade that. See, if you're talking about a legitimate trade for maybe another, if you're talking about a quarterback for a quarterback, trust me, if you really want to be honest, you're going to be asking for them quote-unquote upper-tier quarterbacks. You're not going to be asking for somebody that's on or at least what you may think is on the same plane as Dak Prescott. You don't want to Kirk. If you said, we'll trade you straight up Dak Prescott for Kirk Cousins, you ain't going to accept it. You're not. And I just thought Kirk Cousins, that's what everybody say, he's on the same level. Somebody going to say, well, I would take Jalen Hurts before Dak Prescott. And in my opinion, I'm going to say you crazy. Because see, Jalen had a good year, obviously. He did have a good year. No question about it. But Jalen ain't no real thrower of the football. No, he's not. He never have been. Even at Alabama, he's never been there. What separates Jalen Hurts is his willingness to run the football. And once you got a tight end like Goddard, and you got an A.J. Brown and the Devontae Smith out there, these guys are going to be pretty open because you got to respect the running game. You got to have 8 men in the box because they ran the ball so well. You got to have A.J. was going one-on-one with a lot of folks. Not too many guys can deal with A.J. Devontae Smith really can't be dealt with, but they going one-on-one. Of course they going to be open. Of course. Jalen had it. I mean, come on now. Jalen ain't no great thrower of the football. Lamar Jackson can throw the football, but he's not recognized as a great thrower of the football. What separates Lamar is, as we all know, is that he'll run for 1,000 yards on you. And will do it easily. There's not a great. So I'm saying when you say I don't want Dak Prescott, what is the alternatives? I mean, and it ain't nobody in college, so I ain't going that way. Who you want? You don't want Kyler Murray over that. That's been proven. You don't want that. I'm just going down the list. You don't want Trey Lance. You don't want Purdy. You don't want that. Seattle. You don't want Geno Smith. You don't want Matthew Stafford right now. Please. Matthew Stafford had that great year with the Rams, and he still was throwing interceptions himself. I'm just going down the list. Let's go. Y'all help me here. Come on. Let's go NFC East. Do you want the Washington quarterback? No, you don't. No, I answer for you. Do you want the incredible the incredible kid from the Giants. Come on now. The quarterback from the Giants. No, you don't want him. Come on now. Some will say, you got some people who go out 1 year and say, I want Jalen Hurts. I know. Dak is a better quarterback. That's it. Let's go to the NFC South. I even heard some folks talking about they'll take David Carr. Please. What? I'm trying to give you an alternative. It ain't David Carr. Okay? It ain't Jameis Winston. Okay? It's not Baker Mayfield. I'm just going down the list. And it ain't the rookie Bryce Young from Carolina. Okay, that's the NFCs. I'm just trying to say, if you're going to trade that, who going to really pique your interest? I just went through 2 divisions. Nobody. Maybe you get some folks say Jalen Hurts. Let's go to the NFC North. Green Bay. You want Jordan? You want Love? Really? Okay. Do you want golf? I think we know the answer to that question. No, I don't. Some folks may say, hey, no, I don't want golf. Justin Fields. Again, Justin Fields hadn't done nothing. But what separates Justin Fields is he's probably going to have more ESPN highlights than Dak Prescott because he's an electrifying type player. Just because you're electrifying don't mean you're good. Hello. You know, he going to give you more highlights probably than Dak. I give you that. But he ain't worth talking about with all let's give up Dak with Justin Fields. No. Who else in the North? Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota, Kirk Cousins. I don't even have to waste time on that. No, we don't want Kirk Cousins. I just gave you the whole NFC. You ain't drafting the quarterback. That's what. There's nobody in college. Of course, they're going to come up. But nobody's there. I'm talking about we want to get rid of Dak. Okay, let's just say you're getting rid of Dak. That means you already had to have the draft. You only had 2 quarterbacks, really, that were worth talking about. CJ and Bryce Young. That's it. And so do you really want them to do it? So then if you ain't getting those 2, let's go to the veterans. Let's go to the AFC. Okay, then we'll go with the obvious. The AFC West. Yes, I would take Patrick Mahomes over Dak. I would. Okay? I'll give you that one. I would take Patrick Mahomes. I think most of us would. Okay? Yeah. He's different. Okay? I would take that. I just gave you one. Let's stick with the AFC West. I don't know who the quarter. Oh, is it Garoppolo and with the Raiders? No, you ain't taking Garoppolo. No. I'm still in the West. Tennessee. I don't even know who their quarterback is. Is it Tannehill? Is it the young kid that drafted in the 3rd round? No, you want whoever it is, you ain't taking. Who else? No, that's the South. West, Raiders, Kansas City, the Broncos, Russell Wilson. You taking Russell Wilson over Dak right now? Some folks would. I would say that. I'll give you that one. Some folks would say Russell Wilson. So I only got 2. Then you got Justin Herbert. I believe a lot of people would say yes. They would take Justin Herbert. If it was a straight up trade, they would. Me personally, I wouldn't. Herbert ain't done nothing. Just because you can throw the ball 70 yards down the field don't mean nothing to me. The moments came. They ain't been to the playoffs yet. Folks keep praising Herbert like he just MVP already. He ain't done nothing. He ain't got his team to the playoffs, period. No, I wouldn't take Herbert. That's it for that. Let's go to the NFC, AFC North. Pittsburgh. I ain't got to talk about that. The kid from whatever his name is. No. Lamar Jackson. A lot of people would take Lamar over that. A lot of people would. Would I? It deserves thinking. I just say that. It deserves thinking. I ain't say I would or not. I just said it deserves a conversation. I had to go through it and think about it. All right, move away from that. We got Cincinnati. Burrow. It deserves a conversation. I say that. They deserve conversation. I ain't say I would. The only definite I gave her so far is Mahomes. I take Mahomes. Burrow, it deserves conversation over that. But I ain't named but 2 so far. I went through about 13, 14 teams. All right, they got through that. Who we got else? Got Cincinnati, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, no. I would not take Deshaun Watson over Dak Prescott. Let me go on down. I got that out of the way. The West, I did the West. AFC South, Tennessee, no. Houston, CJ Stroud, no. Who else in the South? Jacksonville, Lawrence. I ain't never liked the Golden Boy. And I don't know why everybody's saying Lawrence is better than Dak Prescott. Lawrence ain't done nothing, had a pretty decent. And keep in mind, Jacksonville made the playoff, but they won only 7 ball games, y'all. The division was that horrible. Let's not act like Lawrence. Let's not act like Lawrence had carried his team to 15 wins and stuff. Please, stop it. One good year. And if you call that a good year, winning 7 games, whatever. No, I wouldn't take Lawrence over Dak Prescott. Indianapolis, Matt Ryan is gone. They got the kid from Florida who ain't proved nothing yet, just coming out from Florida. No, I wouldn't take him. I think I just named everybody, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm sorry, the AFC East. Josh Allen. Quiet as it's kept, y'all. Everybody loves Josh Allen because he give pinball machine type plays and ESPN highlight. But he had 17 interceptions too last year. See, nobody want to talk about that. You do realize that he's a turnover machine. He's been that way since he got into the league. That's what he does. So let's stop it with Josh Allen. Tua, no. If you had Tyreek Hill and Waddle on your team, you'll look pretty good too. You give Dak Prescott in Miami, it'll be the same thing going on in Miami with Dak Prescott with Tyreek Hill and Waddle there. It'd be the same thing. Same thing. There's no difference. That's the AFC East. Miami, New England, Matt Jones, please. No. He's not over Dak Prescott. New England, Miami, Buffalo. There's one more I'm missing. New England, Miami, Buffalo. Who am I missing? Somebody help me. AFC East. Who am I missing? Miami, New England, Buffalo. Hey, what's up, Big B Bird? The Jets. Aaron Rodgers. If you asked me that 5 years ago, I would say yes. I would take Aaron Rodgers over that 5 years ago. And for 1 year, I would even say it demands discussion because, let's be honest, if you put Aaron Rodgers on this team as it is presently constructed, you're going to do pretty well. Let's just be honest. I know we got Dak holier than thou people on here. I get it. But let's just be honest. For 1 year, if you had it, would you put Aaron Rodgers on this team right now, you're going to do pretty good. But it ain't 5 years ago. It's now, and I wouldn't do it. Rodgers is too much of a he I ain't gonna say he destroys franchises, but he wants it his way. And he pretty much runs the organization. You can't come to Dallas. It's more than just on the field. It's the way that he comes in. He will rub people the wrong way on our team. He's too much of a diva, even though he's a great football player. Ain't no question about that. He is a great football player, but it's a little bit more than that. But I wouldn't take Aaron Rodgers over that. So really, out of the whole NFL, y'all, all I named was maybe 3 quarterbacks that I know for sure y'all wouldn't trade. I mean, those are only three that maybe you would do it. Zach Wilson? Oh my God. Shane just said, would I trade for the backup quarterback? No. Zach Wilson ain't nobody. Turnover machine. Oh my God, can't read defenses. No. Think he Brett Favre and think he Aaron Rodgers, but can't see the field, though. You saying would I take him to groom him? I wouldn't trade him with Dak Prescott. No way. All right. Well, when it's all said and done, y'all want Dak gone, but you really don't have an alternative plan. You don't. And it ain't whatever you come up with, it ain't good enough. We stuck with Dak, y'all. And in a little while, y'all gonna frown up real hard when y'all see how much this dude will get paid with that extension. Y'all might well just gonna get the crying towels out now. Y'all might as well. He is going to get paid. Shane said, I was just saying the kid need a fresh start. Yeah. Yeah, he need to find a coach that believes in him. You need a coach. No, I would. Joe said I would take him. I would take him with an over backup. I want Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is proven. Zach Wilson done got stars. They ain't done absolutely nothing but go straight back to the bench. King Chase said Dak MVP coming. I really don't think that's going to happen because we don't play that way. And he ain't going to have the stats like Mahomes and probably Burrow. I don't think he even going to have the stats of maybe Lamar Jackson this year. I don't think he going to have the stats of even Justin Herbert this year. You know, I'm just saying the AFC is just loaded. I don't think Dak will even have the numbers that Aaron Rodgers is going to have. And, you know, MVP is, you know, a number game and record-wise. I think that, you know, Mahomes, you know, unless he get hurt, he going to do the same thing. Almost 5,000 yards, 40-plus touchdowns and all that kind of stuff. You just know it's coming. And it's going to be hard to take him out. Burrow the same way. You know, Lamar probably have 3,000 to 4,000 yards passing, and he's gonna have 1,000 yards rushing too. It's just gonna be hard for him to really win MVP. But what I will say, King Chase, I believe that has got a real good shot at being in the conversation. I believe that. All right, I'm done. I've been on too long. My time is up. I appreciate all of y'all. With the likes, the super chats, everything. Appreciate it. We had a good fire show today with all of the comments in. I appreciate everybody listening. I'll be with you sometime this week. Everybody turn on y'all notifications, live notifications. I'll be on sometime this week. I'll definitely be on Monday night, but I may come on Monday morning. You just never know. All right. I appreciate all of y'all. This has been y'all. The one and the only, the Big Time Show. Y'all bob your head as you leave out of here. Come on. forgot to tell y'all, happy Father's Day, man. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you guys. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, man. We deserve it. I'll let y'all. See you later, Smoke. Yeah. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you guys. You guys are great. We're going to holler at y'all. See y'all Monday.